Yokozo YouTube, this is Ace from Fit to Play Games. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna go over the games that I've accumulated for the month of February. But before we get started, guys, I want you to take a look at my right side here. And please, guys, do me a favor. After you watch my video, check out these guys' channels. They make fantastic content such as what I do. And if you guys like gaming pickups, game reviews, gameplays of games, and the dark side of YouTube, make sure you check them out because guys, these guys will never steer you wrong. They are fantastic people. And guys, do me a favor, give them a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for them to give them some love and support. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the box that my friend Sam has sent me. So guys, let's go ahead and check this out. So grab that coffee, have a seat, and relax. I said, we're gonna go open the package that Sam sent me. Sam is the owner of the channel Contagious Collections. He is the very first person that ever spoken to me when I was getting started in YouTube, and this is the package. So guys, for the purpose of privacy, to preserve our privacy, I have scribbled along my address and Sam's address so nobody can see, and you know, just to keep our privacies private. Anyway, we're gonna go open that with my trusty knife. Now let's see what we have here. So let's see what Sam sent us. Alright, so Sam has got the name Ace in the thing. So Sam, I have received it. Let's see what we got here. My man sent me it looks like a vinyl for a Super NES controller. Pretty cool. And alright guys, so man, he carefully packed. Alright, so oh dude, this looks so sick. Guys, Sam sent me a NES controller. Now Sam is, I would consider him an expert when it comes to, he does this himself. He makes, he designs controllers on the NES, and wow, this looks so beautiful. Guys, you know what? I'm gonna flip the camera. Let's take a look at the intricacy of the work that Sam has put into this controller, and I guess this sticker right here is going to go on top of this thing. So let's take a look. I'm gonna flip that camera. Guys, check out this controller. Look at that. Look how detailed this controller looks like. The paint job is, you know, it requires careful handling of your material. Sam, man, you did a fantastic job on this. I don't know how you're able to do the glitterings and the paint job, and you mix them well together that it looks so natural. This is fantastic. This is almost like a camouflage controller, I would say. Wow, this thing is beautiful. Guys, if you like these kinds of controller, make sure you head down over to Sam's channel. It's called Contagious Collection. So this is the vinyl that he sent me, and I guess this is what's going on top of this controller. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks like. Sam, dude, thank you so much, man. This is beautiful. Wow. Sam puts a lot of work and details in making one of these controllers. Sam, thank you so much for sending me this sign of friendship. I humbly accept this gift, man. Thank you so much. This is beautiful. I don't know how I can explain how you did all that glitter and paint job together. It's just beautiful. And this is definitely going to a display case in my game room. Anyway guys, if you're interested in how Sam did these kinds of controllers, make sure you head down to his channel. It is Contagious Collections. You guys will not be disappointed. He makes these stuff, and he's got a lot of controllers that you guys can check out in his videos. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump over to the games that I picked up at a flick of a finger. Alright guys, so now I have set up everything that I bought for the February games pickup. So we have our packages that we're gonna open here. We have limited run items right over here. We've got some GameStop stuff right here. We've got some savers. and a thrift store right behind that. So guys, we are gonna start off with the GameStop games first. GameStop item number 1 is One Piece World Seeker. This puts you in the shoes of Luffy, who takes his adventure looking and searching for the One Piece. And if you guys are a big fan of the anime, this is definitely something you guys should check out. This one is brand new copy of One Piece World Seeker for the Xbox One. Definitely a good item to pick up, and this is sealed, but I'm definitely gonna open it up so I can play with it. Next item we've got, I bought this one from GameStop as well. I pre-ordered this item. This is the Yakuza Remastered Collection. Now guys, before anything else, the reason I bought the Yakuza Remastered Collection for the copy of Yakuza 3, because I have 4 and 5 as well. I've played all of them, but apparently for the PlayStation 3, I lost my copy of Yakuza 3 for some reason. So that's the only thing that I'm missing in my collection. So I'm glad that I picked this up. Definitely gonna open this up and play it on my PS4. Next, we have a couple of DS games here. Now, if you guys are a big fan of Nintendo DS, you guys know the Bravely Default. Now, I know you guys are looking at the price there. That's not the actual price. I actually bought this from GameStop when they had buy 2 get 1 free. So this is this is actually the free item that I got, I believe. Wait, hold that thought. No, this was not the free item. This is the one that I paid for, and it was well worth it because I played this before. I actually had the collector's edition, but I resold it to buy a different game. Obviously guys, you know, if you want to play a different game, you have to sacrifice a certain item. I didn't realize this was going to be a collector's item, so I ended up buying it so I can add it back into my collection. And definitely a good RPG game for you guys who are new to collecting items for your Nintendo DS. That's definitely something you guys should check out. It's created by Squaresoft. Squaresoft always creates fantastic RPGs, very good storyline when it comes to role-playing games. Next we've got, this was Fire Emblem Conquest. Now I've never tried any Fire Emblem yet, so this is my very first Fire Emblem. So I'm just glad that I was able to pick this up. You know, for some reason Nintendo DS games are starting to become scarce, and you know how it is with Nintendo. A lot of their games, when they start becoming scarce, they start to become more expensive. So I figured, you know, I'd add this into my collection so it kind of just to avoid having to search for it and trying to pay for something double online. So definitely, you guys, shout out to Wartrain. He knows a lot about Fire Emblem, so guys, check his channel out if you like Fire Emblem gameplay. He has those in his system. He also has them on DS and the Switch. So definitely something good. I can't wait to try it. Next, now this was the free from buying the Fire Emblem, which is Radiant Historia. I've only slightly dabbled playing this game. I've seen, I didn't really play it. I've seen it on GameStop before. They had them on the Nintendo DS, and I tried it out. It seems very solid for a role-playing game. You know, it's definitely a turn-based type of role-playing game. Definitely something I would play when, you know, I'm looking for a different option. Definitely something you guys should check out if you ever come across it. It's called Radiant Historia. Very good RPG game. Next, we've got, I bought this one. Now, I didn't get any free stuff regarding this, but I saw Zelda, The Link Between Worlds, and I did not have this in my collection. And now that I found one, I can finally have a Zelda, A Link Between Worlds in my Nintendo 3DS. So guys, lately I've been trying to collect all the Zelda games, but unfortunately some of them are starting to rise up in prices. So, you know, you just gotta be very, very good about searching for games that you want. And I definitely wanted this one. This was on one of my lists that I wanted to add, so now I have it. So can't wait to play it and kind of spend some time with my Nintendo 3DS. Alright, so next up here on the list, we've got a couple of games. Now, lately GameStop has been having very good sales. Like they have those 4 for 10, 4 for 20. So I was able to pick up a couple of games. Oh, before I forget, some of the games that are in here are games from GameStop that actually closed. It was closing, well, it's still closing. They still are kind of starting to close the store, so I figured, you know what, I'd check out some games. Maybe they still have a couple more that I probably want. So excuse me, I bought the Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Storm Road to Boruto. So basically this is based off of Naruto-san Boruto, but he's still gonna be here, so Naruto is still gonna be in here. And basically it's got a storyline. It's also a fighting game. You can custom made your character, make him fight the way you want him to fight. So definitely something good. If you guys are into this kind of fighting games, definitely check this out. Next we've got, I played Watch Dogs a long time ago. I got this one for the Xbox 360, but I felt like the 360 was a little bit quirky. A lot of should I say, the game that came out for the 360 was a little laggy, but when you play this one for the Xbox One, it's definitely very, very good. The graphics are a lot better than playing it on an Xbox 360. I'm not saying Xbox 360 failed on playing this, it's just that I feel like the engine that they used was based off for the Xbox One instead of the Xbox 360. Otherwise, it's still a very good game. I picked this up because it was $4.99. $5, guys. Next, this one was Metro Exodus XB1. I know I have a sealed copy, but I ended up buying this because it was a 70% off on the GameStop that was closing near me. This is actually the third GameStop that's closing in my vicinity. So $29 minus 70%, definitely something that I will not pass up. Even if it doesn't have a cover, you know, it's something that I'm gonna play anyway. And then I found a Castlevania Lords of the Shadow 2. I've been looking for this for a while now. I have the very first one. I played it on my Xbox 360. This is the one that I wanted to play for the very long time, and now that I have it, I can't wait to play it on my Xbox 360 and start kicking some butt as Dracula. Anyway, moving along here, I got a couple of games that are loose. So this one was the 4 for under $10. So anything that is $4.99, anything below $4.99 is going to be $10. So this was, I would say, Steel Battalion for the Xbox 360. If you guys ever tried Steel Battalion for the original Xbox, that was a kick-ass game, really hard game, and it requires you to have the actual mech controls. And I think nowadays, if you take a look at it on eBay, that thing is pricing all the way up to $250 to $300, depending on the quality of it. Unfortunately, I'm still unable to get my hands on one, but one of these days I will get one. But anyway, Steel Battalion for $3.99, I can't pass that up. Plus, all 4 of these are under $10. Next, we've got, this one is Rise of the Nightmares. This is a horror game. I believe it's a horror shooting game. I'm not sure. I have not tried it yet, but I've always seen this and always been curious what the gameplay is. So one of these days, guys, I'm gonna make a gameplay video of this game, and I'm gonna try it out for you guys, and then I'll definitely show you and tell you guys how I feel about the game. Next, XCOM Enemy Unknown. This is the alien shooters role-playing game. Definitely a fantastic game if you guys are into that stuff. This game kind of reminds me a lot of Kill All Humans, but instead you're a human and you're trying to kill all of the aliens that are trying to invade Earth. So definitely a good pickup. This is for $5. And next, Condemned Bloodshot, another horror shooting game. Well, I think it's I think it involves vampires, but I'm not sure because I've never played this game. But like I said, there are games out there that I've seen before, but I've never tried it. I've just been curious. So I picked it up and I cannot wait to try it and probably talk about it in the near future on my next video. This is definitely, all 4 of these guys are $10 from the GameStop that was closing. They still actually have that sale all over GameStop at the moment, which is 4 for $10 and 4 for $20. Alright, next here we've got, guys, I've been on a rampage on the GameStops for a while just because, you know, when the GameStop is closing, it's really sad, but at the same time, they have very good games that they want to get rid of or actually need to sell for, you know, the employees to get paid. It's very sad, but at the same time, for us gamers and collectors, we have to take that into our advantage and also gain something for, you know, in the games aspect. I've been a big collector of Atelier Iris for a while now. I have the Atelier Iris 1, 2, and 3 for the PlayStation 2, and I picked up Atelier Meruru for the PS3. I've never tried this game, but I cannot wait to try it for myself. I love the first 3 that came out for the PlayStation 2 with the usage of alchemy to go ahead and battle, you know, creatures that you come across in the game. Definitely something you guys should try out if you have not tried the Atelier Iris series. I can't say which one was my favorite, but definitely part 1 and part 2 were very good, had very good storylines. Part 3 was kind of a little out there, but still it's part of the collection, and you know, it was an RPG that I was willing to play. I love RPGs. Next one we have the Atelier Totori. Definitely another game that I cannot wait to try out. I just wanted to show you guys these because you might, if any of you guys are into RPGs, these are games that you should definitely try out for sure. Next we've got Mega Man 11. I think this is just a bunch of collection of different types of the Mega Man games put into one CD. So guys, if you guys are a big fan of the Mega Man games, definitely check this out. You will not be disappointed. I cannot wait to try this out on my PlayStation 4. Next we've got, I think that was that Mega Man was $9, and one of the Atelier Iris was also $9. So I think I was able to pick up 4 for $20, including these 2 Gundam Dynasty Warriors Gundam. So guys, if you've ever played Dynasty Warriors, it's basically a open world where you go to war and you use, you know, a certain character that you've chosen for the war, and you get to control that character to win different campaigns in the war. Unfortunately, this is well, if you guys ever played the Gundam ones, if you guys are a big fan of Gundam, the Gundam animes, these are the mechs that you can use are included in these games, and you get to use them to win. Another item that I bought from GameStop was this wired controller that is a for the Xbox One, is a Kingdom Hearts wired controller. It says $28, guys, but this was from the closing GameStop. This was $13. I can't even see how much the original price is. I don't want to pick at it, but definitely something that I can add to my collection. I am a big fan of Kingdom Hearts. I have the Kingdom Hearts collection for the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3, as well as the Xbox One. So guys, if you're a big fan of the Kingdom Hearts, you know how valuable this is to add into your collection, and definitely I'll probably use it depending on the people that comes over to my house. If I need more controllers, not that I don't have enough, but I could definitely use this. I wouldn't mind using a wired controller, just so sometimes a wired controller is a lot better than the ones that has batteries, because they could run out of charge. Alright, next over here we have some action figures. Well, I wouldn't say action figures, more like statues. I pre-ordered the Star Wars Black Series of Revan. Now, guys, if you are a big fan of the Star Wars, the Old Republic, Revan is actually the Jedi Knight that you get to control in that game. He is, well, he was a Jedi Knight. There's 2 sides in the SWTOR game, which is Star Wars The Old Republic. You can either go dark side or light side, but definitely the light side was fun. but Darkseid gives you so much more edge in battle, especially on an RPG. He is the ultimate Darth Sith. So guys, but right now he is a Jedi Knight Revan. He's definitely detailed. He's got his lightsaber over here. I've been collecting the Black Series for a while now, and I'm just glad that I'm able to add this into my collection. Definitely a good pickup. He wields a purple lightsaber. I'm pretty sure Master Windu was a big fan of the Jedi Knight Revan. Next we've got the Gogeta statue, which is exclusive only in GameStop. Well, I'm pretty sure you can buy this online, but this one I got from GameStop. It was on sale. It was $18.99. It was $24 originally, but it was on clearance for 18 bucks. So why not? I ended up picking that up. And I'll show you guys how the statue looks like. Next, we've got another statue here of Broly. If you guys are a big Dragon Ball Z fan, you would know who Broly is. He exudes power. He's the only Super Saiyan that can go Super Saiyan 1 and compete with somebody like Gogeta and totally destroy them and, you know, beat them up so bad. And he's only in the first stage of Super Saiyan. Imagine if he was in Super Saiyan 4 form, or at least Super Saiyan Instinct. God, he would be God. He's considered the legendary Super Saiyan. So next on our list is actually this giant box over here. I'm not gonna open it right now, guys, but I'm definitely gonna be opening it sometime. This is the Jack drone that came out with the Gears of War 5. And if you guys take a look at the price on that, it was $199. Guys, I did not pay $199 for this drone. I actually only paid $35. It was already at 80% or 70% off. I believe it was 70 or 60% off on the closing GameStop, and I ended up buying it just because I've always been a big fan of Gears of War, and as you guys can tell, it's already part of my collection for a while now. And this one is a limited edition RC Jack drone. Look how sweet that looks. And one of these days we're gonna fly around with this thing, and we'll see how this actually fares in a very nice weather. Oh guys, we actually breezed through the GameStop stuff that I have, so why don't we jump into the Saver stuff. Okay, onto the Saver stuff. I ended up picking this one up for, this is actually a GameStop switcher. I found this for $2.99. Like I said, guys, Savers on a Monday is only half off. It is half off on everything. So every Monday, that's every Monday. And then sometimes on special occasions such as President's Day, they would have a 50% off on everything. But I ended up buying this one for $1.50. It's definitely a switcher if you guys have a RCTV and you know, you're using the RCT to play multiple composite type style systems. This is pretty useful. I have one that has multiple ones, but I thought, you know, this is $3. I could definitely use this for my RCT. Next we've got, I bought this one from Savers too as well. This was $2. This is I think this is a Lego Batman the video game. It's for $2. So if you guys are a big fan of the Lego Batman, definitely something you guys should check out. If you guys ever if you somehow, you know, come across it on a thrift store or a Savers, definitely pick that up, especially on a Monday. Then I ended up picking these two loose games up. They were $1.99 each. This one is for the PSP. We have the SOCOM game and Killzone. Killzone is a very good first-person shooter game. Definitely awesome. I played this on the PS2. They also came out for the PlayStation 3. Definitely very good stuff. Very good shooter game. And SOCOM, I like playing the ones for the PlayStation 2. I've never actually tried the PSP, so I guess I get to try it now. This one, I was super excited. I actually found a box, Kid Icarus from Savers, and this was $9.99, right? But guess what, guys? I did not pay $9 for this. I paid $5. $5. And when I opened it, the game is actually sealed. It's not. It's got its original seals. So definitely gonna add this to the collection and probably play with it. Guys, I missed out a lot on the Kid Icarus when it came out for the NES or the Super Nintendo. So I told myself one of these days, if I ever come across a Kid Icarus game, I'm definitely gonna pick that up. So this, guys, is a blessing. This is awesome. Next, I also found a Ninjago Ninjords for the Nintendo 3DS. I got this one for $3. It was for $2.99. Very good pickup, guys. Anything that's below $5 is always good. And I also found a PlayStation 3 game, Mortal Kombat Complete Edition. I think this includes all of the Mortal Kombats in it, and definitely something good to collect if you guys are having a hard time trying to look for Mortal Kombats for the Super Nintendo or even for the PlayStation 2 or even the Xbox original. You guys have your answer right there. Definitely a good pickup. This was also $1.50. Cool. Definitely awesome. Now I found this one. This is actually pretty cool. I wasn't gonna pick it up. It's a Wii game. It's a Pac-Man Party. And if you guys take a look, there's a lot of different activities that you can play in this game. It's very cool. And this was $12.99. Half of $13 isn't bad. I ended up picking it up because it came with its original manual, and the CD is pristine. It has a little bit of like thumb markings, but there's no scratches or anything. It looks very clean. This wasn't really on my list, but you know, it was something unique, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go check that out, and then I ended up picking it up. All right, next, I found a Nintendo NES game, Dr. Mario, for $2.50, and for the NES. I like Dr. Mario. It's kind of like Tetris, but this one's old schooler than the Tetris. And you guys will be surprised, I actually found an Animal Crossing at Savers. It was $14.99. I only got this for half of that. Guys, Animal Crossing Wild World. Crossing is already coming out soon for the Nintendo Switch. Actually, it's so weird. The system is coming out first, which I already pre-ordered, but the game doesn't come out until afterwards. It's so weird. And I found a Sega Dreamcast game, Phantasy Star Online, the original Phantasy Star for the Sega Dreamcast. I don't know if you need online capabilities to play this, or you can play it solo. So I'll check that out and I'll let you guys know about it later. But if you guys know something about the Phantasy Star on Dreamcast, guys, let me know in the comments below. Next, I found Yoshi's Woolly World. Now, all of you Nintendo fans, you know, who likes Yoshi, this is a very good game. I was watching it on YouTube. I was watching a gameplay of it on YouTube a couple of days back, and you know, I was like, that's actually a very fun game. It looks very cute, and it's made out of wool, Yoshi. And then I got this one for half of $15. So definitely not bad. At least I'm not paying like $20 per game. Xbox original games here. Crimson Skies, guys, enough said. Crimson Skies is one of the best flight simulator shooting games out there that came out for the Xbox original. I don't know what anybody else would tell me, but this is probably one of the best games I've played on the original Xbox when it comes to flight simulator shooting games. This is definitely a must if you guys are collecting for the Xbox original. And for the Xbox 360, I have Naruto Ultimate Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. This is Boruto battling in the fourth Ninja Wars, and yeah, definitely something worth checking out if you guys are into fighting games. Well, it's a whole different take on fighting games. Definitely not your traditional 2D or your 3D fighting games like Tekken. Definitely something to check out if you guys are a big fan of Naruto. Next one here is Midway Arcade Treasures. Guys, I'm so glad that I was able to pick this up. I feel like this is a lot better of a pickup than the Sega Museum that I picked up a while back for the Xbox original. This one has Spy Hunter, Defender 2 Gauntlet, which, to be honest, you can play 4 players with Gauntlet. It's got Joust 2 Paperboy, Rampage. It's got the best classics that came out for the NES, so I feel like this was a blessing pickup in my opinion. Definitely something awesome. If you guys ever come across it, pick it up because it has very good games. So just so you know that I'm not lying, look at the list right there. Those are the list of the games that are included, and I was able to get it for $1.50 only. Next, guys, I have Lord of the Rings. Lego Lord of the Rings, that is. As you guys can tell, that's Aragorn. You've got Gandalf right there. Yes, I'm a nerd. I like all of the Lord of the Rings series games, and I'm a big fan of the movie and the book as well. Even the old Disney cartoon movie that came out, I guess around the 80s. It was pretty cool. So definitely something cool that you can play around with your friends, your nephews and nieces. Definitely my nephews and nieces, because they like Lego games. Next we have, been looking for this one, Need for Speed Underground 2. How should I say, guys? I've always had the first one for the longest time. I've always wanted to pick up a second one, but I wasn't willing to shell out $15 for this because apparently Need for Speed 2 has risen up in price, and I didn't want to pay $15 for it. Well, guess what? I found one at Savers, and it was only $1. So thank you so much, Savers, for saving me money. And last but not the least, a Nintendo Wii game. Well, not the least. We got a couple more, my bad. This is the Nintendo Wii Star Wars Complete Saga. Now, I remember I picked one up for the Xbox 360. I saw this for the Wii, and I ended up picking it up. Certainly something that you can add in your Wii collection if it's looking sad. Exactly like mine. Alright, so next, moving on over here, we got a couple more. If you guys own some Atari games, I found Super Breakout. I don't know anything about Atari, guys. I am kind of a noob when it comes to Atari. That was kind of like my dad's generation. The Atari is not my generation. My generation was NES and above. And his is like Atari, what were those old systems back in the day? Command 40 or something. Those I have no idea about, but I don't know anything about Breakout, Super Breakout as well. Let me know what this is all about. Another Atari game that I don't know anything about is Slot Racer. Now, the reason I picked this up, I'll tell you in a little bit, but let me just show you these games first. Slot Racers. I also picked up Monopoly for the NES. Now, this is more my game. This is my generation, which is the Super NES. Next, we've got the Baseball Simulator 1000. I picked up a complete copy of Jungle Book for the Sega Genesis game. And now the reason I picked all of these up is because, guys, it was in this whole bucket. This whole bucket was $13 at Savers, and all of these games was in this thing, and it was covered by tape. I just took it off because I needed to show you guys, and I wanted to make it easier for myself. But this is a mini Atari, so as you guys can tell, you can change your difficulty levels here, left and right. There's the power button, which is red, and the start button, and it came with 2 of these mini controllers and the rest of these games. Donated it to Savers, and it included all of this in there. So I ended up picking it up. It was $13. Did not hurt my pocket. Next we've got, so I know I have a lot of other loose games, so I ended up buying this one at Savers. I know it says $6, but I only paid $3 for all of these, just so all of those loose games that comes with like those GameStop sleeves, the yellow one, those are so pathetic, guys. Those things rip so easy. It's better to just get a CD case and just put them all in CD case. So that's what I'm gonna be going to. That's what I'm gonna be doing for all of those games, just so I don't step on them. If I step on them, at least I'll be stepping on them with a case, with them being in this case. Goodwill a couple of days back. I thought, you know, I'd take a look, see what they have. They didn't really have too many on the video games as of late, and I was only able to find this controller right here for the Xbox original, and it seems to be in a very good condition. The buttons are still intact, definitely responsive. The only thing that's worn here is this thumb. It's a little bit worn. As you guys can tell, it's a little glossy. Definitely been used for by its original owner, or how many owners had this fallen into, but definitely still something usable, and I could still use it for my original Xbox. Alright, so now I went to the retro store that I usually frequent, and this is what I've gotten. I got 4 games for the NES. Lately I've been building up my NES collection, so let's go, guys. I found a copy of Dragon Warrior for the NES. Definitely a good RPG game. This is something that I've grown up with, and the only thing I hated about it is when I was growing up with me and my cousin, I had to share the video games with my cousin. We only had one system, so we had to share. So every time you died, you had to switch players. I'm like, you know, those days were brutal because you want to keep playing, but you can't because you have to share. And next game, we've got Demon Sword, guys. I found a Demon Sword game for $6. Definitely a good game. If you guys like platforming and adventurous type of game, this is something that you should check out. I'm definitely gonna make a video of me playing the Demon Sword. If you guys don't know anything about it, this is my generation now. This is NES. I know stuff about the NES. Any games that came out, any platforming games that came out to NES, I know how they work. So finally, something worth talking about versus the Atari. Guys, I'm completely clueless. I don't know anything about Atari. But I know some of my pals that are YouTubers knows a lot about Atari. So guys, I need to learn some Atari stuff. Next we've got, now this one, I've been eyeing it for a while, which is Simon's Quest Castlevania 2 for the NES. Finally able to add this into my collection. I've been looking for a 3, and I'm definitely gonna add the one that I found at I still didn't go back there to pick it up because, well, actually I was just there last week. It was still there, guys, the Castlevania 3, and I'm definitely gonna add that into my collection one of these days. And definitely got my hands on Castlevania 2. And finally, to complete my Zelda NES games, I was able to pick up The Legend of Zelda for the NES. Yes, this definitely completes it. Very happy to finally have found one. And I think this was only $7.99 in the retro store, and it was the only well, sorry, it wasn't $9. It wasn't $9.99 actually, guys. Check out the price. I think this is way too bright, but I only got it for 99 cents. 99 cents for the Legend of Zelda game. Can you guys believe that? That is fantastic price for a Legend of Zelda game. There's some stuff that I picked up from the Half Price bookstore. I got a $5.99 Super Famicom controller. It's $5.99. And another Super Famicom controller. that you can program your moves. Yes, guys, this is a controller that can actually cheat and help you win when it comes to fighting games. But I wouldn't suggest cheating using this controller, guys. That's complete bogusness, and I wouldn't do that to anybody. But I certainly picked it up because it was one of those controllers that came out way back in the day, and I just never got my hands on them. And now I finally have one, and you know, I can actually use it and play with it. And last but not the least, guys, I'm surprised I didn't know anything about this game for the original Xbox, and this is the Murakumo game for the Xbox original. And basically, you control a mech. Well, you know what? If you guys take a look right over here on the left side, you'll see how amazing this game is. There's a gameplay of how everything works. It's basically a shoot 'em up game. One of the earliest shoot 'em up games on the Xbox original game that is almost 3D. It's almost like playing Crimson Skies, but in mech form. You're using an actual mech, which is pretty cool. Alright guys, we're gonna move to the item that I bought from Limited Run a while back, and I just never got around to showing you guys. I got this actually around January 5th, and this is a copy of Metal Storm for the NES. Now, if you guys are familiar with Metal Storm, it's actually a shoot 'em up platforming game, and it's fantastic. Guys, this is a sealed copy of the Metallic Silver, exclusive only on Limited Run. And I actually went to a different store to go and go ahead and buy, because they have some stocks. I ordered I think it's Galaxy Blue, and that one is not, I think that's for a different store. It only came out for a certain store, and Galaxy Blue is their color, but for Limited Run it's the Metallic Silver. But guys, this is an awesome game. I actually have a reprogram that I play on my NES, but I'm just glad that, you know, IRAM finally came out with one, and you know, I'm just glad that I'm finally able to get something, a collector's edition box for it, and yeah, I can't wait to add this to my collection. And guys, I know the video's getting way long, but are you guys enjoying yourself? If you guys like these kind of content, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for me to show me some love and support. And are you guys ready to open some packages? Because I am. And I actually ordered a Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse on eBay, and this was only for $5.99. I didn't think about it. I ended up buying it just because it was $5.99, and I'm a big fan of the Dragon Ball Z games. Also, the anime. If you guys are a big fan, I don't know how good Dragon Ball Xenoverse XV is, but definitely something worth trying. I am, however, a big fan of the Dragon Ball Z Budokais that came out for the PlayStation 2. Now, those are something definitely classics that you guys should check out if you ever come across it. If any of you guys are a big fan of Cooking Mama, I am. This is one of the games that me and my sister actually played when the first Nintendo DS came out, and this was the very first game we bought, and I played this with my sister. It was actually a lot of fun. It teaches you how to cook, and not that I don't know how to cook, I actually know how. It's just that it's super fun. You get to use your stylus to chop off things, and it actually times you. You know, it's kind of like a time attack type of game. It's pretty cool. Oh shoot, forgot about this. I actually bid this in eBay for, I think the original price that I got this for was $37. And yeah, I bid it on eBay, and I just got lucky. This one, it still has the sealed on it, so oh man, I didn't know I was gonna have two. Oh wow, okay, so for the PS Vita, it's the Trails of Cold Steel. Now you guys know how I'm a big fan of the Trails of Cold Steel series. This is definitely something cool to pick up if you guys ever come across this. This one is the limited edition for the PS Vita. I only have a few games for my Vita, so you know, lately I've been collecting some if I ever come across it. It comes with, I think this is a character description book. Definitely has information on the characters that you can use. And what's great about the Trails of Cold Steel series, it's kind of like your Tales series. It carries off some of the characters from the original to the next new game that they come out with, which is pretty cool. Wow, that is cool. That's cool. Very awesome. This is the first time I ever came across one of these. It's a box carton. Tales of Symphonia. They actually had this. Oh, that was careless of me. I almost dropped it. But it comes with 2 discs. Like I told you guys, I'm a complete Tales games collector, and I've been wanting to add this into my collection for a while now. I'm glad I'm finally able to add the GameCube version of Tales of Symphonia, which also came out for the PlayStation 3, by the way, guys, if you guys didn't know that. This is definitely a good RPG game. If you like action role-playing games, definitely something worth checking out. I order online. Sometimes I just, sometimes you wait for months and months, and next thing you know, it just appears on your doorway and you've forgotten what you ordered. So kind of like Christmas, opening stuff. Alright, so we got some packaging here. There's a box. 2 boxes. These stuff off. This is actually the brand new controller for the PlayStation 2, I believe. And it's the Akuma version. It's a controller for, it's a Street Fighter controller. The reason I got this is because I don't have this in my collection, and I saw my friend Sam before. He actually got his hands, he got a hold of the, I believe it was also an Akuma, and I don't have that. I only have the Chun-Li, which is in one of my collection over there. But I've wanted to add this for a while now, and I think I bought these controllers for, I think, $35 for both of them on eBay. And this one is the Ryu, performing his famous Hadouken. There you go. It's pretty cool. It changes from that stance to a Hadouken stance. Pretty cool. Anyway, guys, that is my pickups for February 2020. I hope it wasn't too messy for you guys. I know I had so much stuff, and I know this video has taken quite a bit of your time, but thank you so much for sticking with me this long. And by the way, guys, as a reminder, I am having a giveaway that is happening on March 6th. That is the day that I will be joining the winner. So guys, if you guys are interested in that, and if you want to join that giveaway, there will be a link at the end of this video. If you stayed with me this long, you get to go and check out the details on how to join that giveaway. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching these videos with me and sticking with me for this long, and I will see you on the next pickups. See ya.